Hello students, today we continue the point linear simple harmonic motion. In the previous lecture, we have studied linear SHM by considering the experimental setup of spring mass oscillator. In that, the path is straight for the vibratory motion. It can be denoted by mean position by O, extreme position by M, and left extreme position by N. As the path is straight, we have called that oscillatory motion as linear simple harmonic motion. In that case, force acting on the particle when it moves from O to M, displacement can be shown by x here, but the force acting on the particle or oscillator is towards the mean position. When particle returns to O, again it moves to N. Here displacement is x, but force is directed towards the mean position, and the equation of force is given by F is equal to minus kx, means restoring force is always towards the mean position and it is directly proportional to displacement from the mean position. From this equation, and according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma. By using these two equations, we have derived one simple relation, which is the differential equation of linear SHM is given by d square x by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0, where omega is angular frequency or angular velocity. In that explanation, we have mentioned that angular frequency or angular velocity, this constant omega square we have introduced for the constant k upon m, and the relation of angular velocity in SHM we have to consider in the next lecture. In that, we study the relationship between UCM and SHM, but for at this stage we consider instead of k upon m the constant as omega square. Now the question is that for the oscillating particle or particle in linear SHM, we have to derive the relation for acceleration in terms of displacement. That is the first question. Second one is that we write here the question like this: a in terms of x, v in terms of x, means derive the expression of velocity also in terms of x, as well as we have to derive the relation for the x, means displacement from the mean position. So let us start here from the differential equation. How can we write here? So starting from differential equation of linear SHM, d square x by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. Suppose this is the equation number 1. It can be written as d square x by dt square is equal to minus omega square x. Suppose it is equation number 2. And in the derivation of differential equation, we have introduced this double derivative d square x by dt square for dv by dt, means acceleration here, acceleration of the particle. So here we simply put a is equal to right hand side as it is minus omega square x. So this is the equation number 3. The question is acceleration in terms of displacement. The simple in one step we have got here a is equal to minus omega square x. So this is about the acceleration. Now we turn to the next derivation, that is velocity in terms of x. So for that we start from equation number 2. How can we start here? Here we take equation 2. D square x by dt square is equal to minus omega square x. Now here we have to adjust this double derivative here in this way. D square x by dt square can be written as dv by dt, because it is velocity here. Double derivative can be splitted here. One step we take more. D square x by dt square in this way. We have dv by dt. This dv by dt can be arranged as dv into 1 upon dt multiplying by dx dividing by dx. We get dv by dx and dx by dt is v. So dv by dx into v, it can be written as v into dv by dx. So this is the simple adjustment for the double derivative. Now in this equation 2 we substitute that adjusted part. We get dv by dx is equal to minus omega square x. Adjusting the variables, we get v dv is equal to minus omega square x dx. Now at this stage we can say that variables are separated. Variables, which variables are there here? In this equation v dv by dx is equal to minus omega square x. V is one variable, x is another variable. Now on the LHS there is velocity, on RHS there is only displacement. Now at this stage we can integrate the equation. Now integrating on both sides, we get the step like this: v dv is equal to minus omega square x dx. Now this can be integrated. How can we integrate it? We can write it over here. So let us write this v dv by dx in this step, v dv by dx, so that we can revise it further. Now integration of v with respect to v is standard form. It is v square upon 2. Here on the right hand side minus omega square is constant. Integration of x with respect to x is also standard, is x square by 2, and we add here constant of integration. Now the constant of integration, its value can be found from our explanation. So for that we consider the explanation of spring mass oscillator. Again that explanation is also here very simple. Suppose that when the block or mass, that particle moves from mean position to extreme position, here when it moves like this, then here force on that is maximum, acceleration is maximum, but when it goes to m, it momentarily stops there. Means for a very small time interval it stops there and then returns back. Then its journey continues towards the mean position. Then from this mean position it again goes to the left extremity, here also acceleration becomes maximum, but it momentarily stops there. Momentarily stops here. We say that here velocity becomes 0 and it turns back again for the next movement towards the mean position. So here velocity at extreme position is 0. But when it returns to the mean position from any extreme position, here velocity at the mean position is maximum. This point also we have explained. On account of inertia, it does not stop here. It has tendency to move further, as well as here kinetic energy is maximum, velocity is maximum, therefore it moves towards left. When it returns from left extremity, here again velocity becomes maximum. Because of inertia, it tends to move in the right extremity or towards right direction. Again velocity becomes 0, it returns back. Such to and fro motion continues, and we say that it is periodic vibratory motion. So we have to consider these values here. We put here only the values like this. At the extreme position, x is equal to say plus a, it is the maximum displacement. It can be called as amplitude of SHM. You know this definition of amplitude of vibration. The same definition we use here. In case of linear SHM, amplitude of SHM is plus a, which represents maximum displacement from the mean position. At this position velocity is 0. At the mean position x is exactly 0, but v is maximum. At the left extremity x is equal to minus a, velocity is 0. Now we have three different values here. At the mean position x is 0, but velocity is maximum, but its exact value is not available here. Definite value is not available here. But when we observe the extreme position, x is equal to plus a, exact value of velocity is 0. At x is equal to minus a, velocity is exactly 0. So this can be taken for the calculation of constant of integration. So we take here at x is equal to plus a or minus a, velocity can be taken as velocity is exactly 0. So substituting this value in this equation means equation number 4, we get 0 is equal to minus omega square a square by 2 plus c. So plus or minus a can be substituted in place of x. We get c is equal to omega square a square by 2. Substituting this value of c in equation 4, we get v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus omega square a square by 2. Substitution of c. So cancellation of 2 on both sides, and taking this positive term as the first term in this equation and taking omega square as common, we can adjust the relation in this way. Relation can be adjusted here like this. V square is equal to omega square. We take here omega square a square minus omega square x square. It can be v square is equal to omega square a square minus x square. Now we can write for x, v in terms of x, because in the question we have to express velocity in terms of displacement. Taking square root on both sides, we get v is equal to plus or minus omega square root becomes omega, and square root of this bracket can be written in square root is a square minus x square. This is the expression for velocity. Plus or minus. Plus or minus signs here we have to use in this case when the displacement of particle is towards right, velocity can be taken as positive, and when it is towards the left, it can be taken as negative. So this is about the expression. This expression we note as equation number 5. In case of linear SHM, now we have two relations. One is for acceleration, a is equal to minus omega square x. This is equation number 3. And the next step is plus or minus omega under root a square minus x square. This is equation number 5 in our answer. Now we have to derive the expression for displacement. So for the displacement we show the diagram here like this. Again the same path. Here x is equal to 0, the point is O, here the point is M, this is N, and there is another point say P. It is situated at distance x from the mean position. For this x we have to write the derive the expression. It may be in terms of omega and time. So for that we consider the expression for velocity. Now here simple revision we make that from the differential equation we have derived the equation of acceleration. For that simple step we have used, but for the derivation of velocity we have used the integration. Acceleration can be taken and then integrating it we get the velocity. So here from the velocity we can get the displacement again by considering the calculus method, which is the integration. So here we note one point that when we have to derive the velocity, then from the displacement we take the derivative v is equal to dx by dt or ddt of x. For the derivation of acceleration we take again the integration differentiation of velocity with respect to time. But from acceleration we can obtain the velocity by integration. So to obtain velocity equation we have to integrate it. Derivative and integration both are the processes which are opposite or say reverse of each other. From velocity we can obtain displacement. Again here there is the we use the method of integration. So this is the mathematical part and it is simple. We proceed for the calculation of displacement. Derivation of displacement here. For that we consider the expression for velocity just we have derived in equation number as the equation number 5. In that we consider v is equal to plus omega a square minus x square, that is the particle going from a mean position to right extremity. Positive sign indicates that the velocity, if it is positive, particle is going from mean position to right extremity. Now here also we have to consider one adjustment, that v can be substituted as derivative of displacement dx by dt. It is equal to omega under root a square minus x square. Now here we write dx divided by a square under root a square minus x square. It is equal to omega dt. Here also we have separated the variables. X variable on LHS and t variable we have adjusted on RHS. Now we can integrate on both sides. We write here integrating the equation on both sides, we get the step in this way. Integration of 1 upon under root a square. Oh sorry, here a can be capital. So please note this point. A we have used for acceleration, small a, and capital A we have used for the amplitude. So here we must have to note a square. So integration of 1 upon under root a square minus x square with respect to x is equal to integration of dt. It is multiplied by omega as it is. Now this is also a standard form of integration, and that can have the value or answer of integration is sine inverse of x upon a. It is equal to, on the right hand side, omega multiplied by integration of dt is t. But here limits are not taken for integration, therefore we add here a constant. That constant is denoted as, suppose we take it as phi, it is representing angle, because we have to add such constant which have the same dimension as the first term. So omega t is representing angle as we studied in UCM. So here also we have to substitute one constant which is having the same dimension as that of the angle. So omega t and plus constant of integration is phi, which represents the angle. Now from this equation we write x upon a is equal to this sine inverse. On the right side we write it as sine of omega t plus phi. Here we have started from this equation, say 6. There is variable separated 7. Now the new equation is here x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. This is the equation number, say 9, which represents the displacement of particle, say at point P at the time instant t. Is general expression x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. In this derivation we have to discuss two different cases. So two different cases. So here the first case is that when we start our observation, that means time instant is 0, and if the particle is at O, means displacement of the particle is 0. Here for this mathematical we write particle starts from mean position, then the form symbol it modifies. How it modifies? X is equal to 0, we substitute in equation 9 is 0 is equal to a sine omega t omega into 0 plus phi. It becomes, here a cannot be equal to 0, therefore sin phi is equal to 0 and phi can be written as 0 radian or pi radian. Then the equation 9 becomes, here substitution gives us x is equal to a and sin omega t plus 0 means omega t plus phi, instead of phi we write it as 0. 0 can be added here, so we get the final expression as, suppose this equation is denoted by a, x is equal to a sin omega t. It is the expression for the particle in SHM when it starts from mean position. It means that when we start observing, that time instant is 0 and particle is at mean position, then for that situation we can use the expression x is equal to a sin omega t instead of x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. So we can take phi is equal to 0 when particle starts from mean position. This is the case 1. Now we can take the case which is case 2. Here for the displacement we write here case 2. When we start observing, means time instant is 0, x is equal to plus a or x is equal to minus a. Description we write here, when particle starts from extreme position, that extreme position may be right extreme position or left extreme position, then what will be the modified equation that we have to obtain? T is equal to 0, x is equal to plus or minus a. So we can substitute in equation number 9. So from equation 9, x is equal to plus or minus a is equal to a sin omega, here t can be equal, t we have to substitute as 0 plus phi. What will we get here? Sin phi omega t is 0, sin phi is equal to plus or minus a divided by a, so we get plus or minus 1, and it can be for phi is equal to pi by 2 radian or 3 pi by 2 radian. So if we substitute pi by 2 in equation 9, we get x is equal to a sin omega t plus the particular value of phi is pi by 2 in this case, particular case, and a sin omega t plus pi by 2. Sin omega t plus pi by 2 is the trigonometric identity. It can be equal to cos omega t multiplied by a as it is here. So we get x is equal to a cos omega t. This is the modified equation or new form of equation. It can be denoted by b. Original equation is x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. But when we observe the particle is starting from right extreme position or left extreme position, then we have to take time instant 0, x is equal to plus a or minus a. Substitution in equation 9, we get phi is equal to pi by 2. Adjusting by trigonometric identity, we get x is equal to a cos omega t. This is the second modified equation for the displacement when particle starts from extreme position. So here in our question, the third expression we have obtained for displacement x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi, which is equation number 9 for the displacement of particle. But for the displacement we have two different cases, like x is equal to a sin omega t and x is equal to a cos omega t. So this is the derivation for acceleration in terms of x, velocity in terms of x, and the expression for displacement when particle is at any point on the path of SHM. P is representing any point on the path of SHM. That point may be O, or particle may situate at O, it may be at M, it may be at N, it may be anywhere it is P, so it can be represented by 9. But specially for point O, means mean position, if particle starts, it can be represented by x is equal to a sin omega t. If particle starts at extreme position, it can be written as x is equal to a cos omega t. So this is about the displacement. Now the answer expected for that question is completed. We have to consider the next point, which is related to extreme values of we can write here the new point like this: extreme values of A and V. So first we take extreme value of A. We have the relation equation 3. We take here equation 3 is A is equal to minus omega square x, and for that we take the extreme value. How can we take it? Substitution, simple substitution. If x is equal to 0, means particle is at mean position. Particle is at mean position. Then acceleration is equal to 0. Substitution gives us A is equal to 0. So here we write below this point A means acceleration is equal to 0. Now if we substitute x is equal to plus A when particle is at right extreme or right extremity, then what is its value? A is equal to minus omega square into A. Minus omega square into A. We can substitute here x is equal to plus A. Then we get A is equal to minus omega square A. Actually, magnitude of acceleration, magnitude of A is omega square A. It is positive. But this minus sign indicates that acceleration and displacement have opposite directions. Now, if the particle is at left extremity, x is equal to minus A, then easily we write here A is equal to plus omega square A. Without substitution we can directly write because it is simple. Here the magnitude in both the cases magnitude is omega square a, but at the mean position it is exactly 0. So these are the extreme values of acceleration. Now we calculate values for velocities. So we consider equation 5. V is equal to omega under root a square minus x square. So when x is equal to 0, particle is at mean position, then V is equal to omega under root a square minus 0. It can be V is equal to omega under root a square. It can be taken outside the and it becomes omega a, or generally it is written as a omega. We write it as velocity. If it is taken as positive, then V is equal to plus or minus a omega. So for this we have taken equation number 8. Instead of 5 we take it as equation number 4. That means we have to use V is equal to plus or minus omega. Putting x is equal to 0, we get V is equal to plus or minus a omega when particle is at mean position. Now if we write for x is equal to plus a and minus a, it is V is equal to omega. V is equal to exactly 0. If we substitute x is equal to plus or minus a square minus a square becomes 0. So V is equal to 0. And in experiment also we have observed that block stops momentarily at the extreme position. We write V is equal to 0 at positive extremity, V is equal to 0 at negative extremity. So these are the extreme values of acceleration and velocity. So this is about the discussion of acceleration and velocity. But for the multiple choice questions, we have to consider the graphical representation of acceleration as well as velocity. So in that point we discuss again these extreme values, and also we have to consider these three equations which are expressed in this way. So today we stop here. Thank you.